People ask me, why are you so passionate about hope? Cause I'm tired of seeing my friends and people killing themselves with a rope. You see, truthfully I know that hopelessness is such a sad feeling. It traps you inside and you lose faith in believing that your life is worth more than you think. That's why people turn to stuff like drugs and drink, to block out or even to numb the self-shame. Cause to certain...
What's the crack? You're watching The Lab TV, and I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, NSEW Kid. Go on, check them out on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube as well. I think they're on YouTube. You're all fucking class. That's the. So we're here with Gerry D. What's the crack, man?
How are you, man? Thanks for the opportunity.
Hey, thanks for coming, mate. So we want to, first of all, we want to chat about the track you have released, Tragedy.
Yep.
I have to say myself, it's a fucking amazing, touching piece of work. And thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say, man. So tell us the process of writing it and why you actually wrote it as well.
Yeah. I wrote it on the 26th of December 2017. I got the news that one of my best friends had successfully committed suicide. Then I was thinking back when I was in school as well. Two of my other best friends committed suicide as well. So there was just a range of emotions, and I was even thinking, like, we hear about suicide so often that it's just become like a thing where we've accepted the statistics, we've accepted that it's a reality, but we're not sure about how to go about dealing with it. So for me, it was just wanting to be able to even to talk about it in a way where it was personal, but it was challenging to everyone that would listen to it, that it was saying that there is hope, that there is a future, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that you're not on your own. That was the message I wanted to convey. And I think I wrote it in about an hour. Hit one of my friends a text, Philip Samango, who's part of Kingdom Visuals. And me and him met up and we put the vision together, and what you see is a powerful video, thankfully, you know.
It's class, man. I love the style of it as well. It's poetic. And it takes the time. And it's delivered and it's simplistic. I don't mean simplistic in a bad sense, I mean that in a great sense. Yeah. Because the topic matter is heavy.
Sure.
So simplicity works to give that message.
Yeah.
You know, to give, it gave me like space as a listener to take it in and to resonate with it and to relate.
Yeah.
I myself had suffered the desire to commit suicide, but it moved through, and so that's why it resonated with me on a big level.
Yeah,
because I too understand there is hope. It's all about your perspective, and I really appreciate the fact that like someone is speaking up, reaching out, and putting it into their heart.
Yeah,
because that's how you heal the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
And actually, first of all, before we go any deeper into this conversation, where can people find it?
They can find it on YouTube by typing in Gerry D and then just a slash by the tragedy of suicide. It should come up easily, and my channel it should be there as well. So, yeah.
And it is an awesome tragedy. So the question I want to ask you, I'll ask you the small questions first, right? And then the big questions after. So the small questions. Where are you from?
I'm originally from East London. Moved to Ireland in 2003, so been living here for 15 years, so I'm practically Irish. Currently living in Cork City for the last 3 years.
Cork City kid?
Yeah.
And what brought you over here?
Just family, just my parents just wanted to be closer to their parents because their parents were getting older, and just to get a new fresh start. Where we lived in the UK, it was pretty rough in terms of bombings and stuff like that. Just the area we were around was a lot of gang-related issues. So we just wanted to move away, and our family were in Ireland, so we just decided to come on over and be Irish, you know.
So you'd be a fan then of Irish breakfast and potatoes.
Yeah, oh, I love it.
And hurling.
It's quality.
And handball. And
handball, not so much, but everything else, most likely, yeah.
You're a fan of gossip? Giving out.
I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but I find myself falling into the trap every now and again. So you just kind of snap out of it, you know.
Would you be a fan of going through the paper to see who's dead? That's an old Irish thing.
No,
This person died this week at that person.
because I think I hear it on the radio anyway, and just the word of mouth, people will tell you, oh, sure, Johnny down the road passed away and all this kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be following the newspaper, but you would hear it in conversation. So it's just the Irish way, word of mouth, you know.
Right, I'm only making this light now because I want to get into the heavy stuff, right? So, what do you think is the solution to the tragedy of suicide?
Yeah, well, personally, from my perspective, from my journey with dealing with the emotions of trying to deal with losing three of my best friends, I've actually learned that my journey with Jesus from being a Christian is that as I journey with him, that he's always teaching me about who he is and that he's journeying with me on the journey. And the more I journey with him, the more I understand that it's not about understanding the answer, but it's understanding the person who's journeying with me. And I think more important, even on a practical bit, the reality of suicide, I think we just need to do a better job of letting people know we're there for them. That, hey, you need someone to talk, text me, ring me, let me come over and talk to you and begin to open up about our struggles, because the reality is that every one of us are fighting a battle that no one knows about. We're so good, hey, how are you? I'm good. And behind that, I'm struggling, but I'm afraid to tell you, because then maybe if I tell you, you might view me differently. But the reality is a true friend is someone who has walked into your life and says, I'm here for you, and they're proving it by journeying with you. So I think that's a big help as well. But for me, my faith has really given me a different perspective on it, and just how I journey with people, how I love people, how I'm a youth leader in my local church, and just being able to journey with youths through some pretty difficult issues. And you see that when someone is committed to journeying with you, that it changes them in the process as well as yourself, because you grow as a leader, as being able to pour into someone's life. So I think that journeying with people is very real. And I think that even on a practical, that we need to snap out of the attitude of being okay with the statistics, because I'm not okay with it. I heard last year that Middleton is the suicide capital of Europe. And that's like a fact that we've just kind of accepted as, oh, it's a sad reality. But are we talking with people? Are we really shooting texts with people and stuff like that?
Are we actively seeking to change that idea as well?
It's true. It's really true, you know. So that's how I've done it. And even with people doing songs and stuff, I think that if you think of it, music is probably one of the biggest influencers today.
Yeah.
Because you could be having a really bad day and you listen to a song and suddenly you go from being a really bad day to being a breakdancer in the space of a 3-minute song. It does that, it's powerful. You know, so people creating good quality songs with a powerful message of hope with people, you know.
You know, that it makes sense. Yesterday I spent my 2 hours in my kitchen singing. I felt great. So there is a power to it.
Yeah.